wanted to address something about no advertisements. Let me take this off. Relationships. Let me address something about relationships and what I see that I've been was talking about for years. It's just that people don't really see me because my following is not that big, but eventually people will catch the message. But relationships, honestly, only like 20%. I give 20% the most of relationships will survive in this era. Why do I say that? Because, like I said before, we are in a social network era where we, first of all, we love our phones. Our phones is our first love. Our phones is our relationship. The first things we touch in the morning, most people, is their phone. They roll over, they grab their phone. They roll over to check the time. They roll over to check messages. They roll over to make phone calls. And they check people's statuses, people that they don't even know, people that they're interested in. That's a form of, what they call that, flirting, social flirting. You know, everybody is a social butterfly. So relationships are falling apart because people are getting caught online. People are soliciting people online. People are meeting people online. You forming this bondage with a person that you see every day. Every day you like their pictures, they like yours. So next thing you know, after a year, you kind of feel like you're attached to that person somewhat. And then when you meet that person, you kind of feel like you know them, so you might engage in sexual intercourse with them. You know, that's how it works. That's how the mind works. So, like back in the days, people did what they had to do, but we didn't have so much access to each other. People didn't have so much access to another person. People didn't see other people's lives, you know. People was too busy living their own lives. So if they was messing around or doing anything on the side, they was going out of their way to do that. But now, it's just the press of a button. It's just a like of a picture. It's just a little comment here and there. The little things that you can do these days are much easier. And then you got people that can share your pictures with other people and vice versa. And then you got people that go online looking for these kind of activities. You know, they love the social network era because they want to do their thing. You know, the access of other people is good for them. So, but in order for you to have a good relationship, you just have to just give it space, let it be, and the person will eventually, you know, if it's strong, it's strong. But what I'm saying is, what's going on today is destroying a lot of relationships, and that's why I don't advise anybody to get into a committed relationship until they have a open one first. It's best that you open your relationship first. You start with it being open, meaning that nobody's putting no pressure on nobody, and this is what it is, this is what it's gonna be. And then in the end, you could practice your monogamy and being exclusive with each other, being that you guys had an open relationship in the beginning. But when you jump into it with the lies, like most people do, and then they're all over the place, you eventually get caught out there. You know, it's too much technology for people to be hiding. There's too much still shots. It's too much phones. So, it's the best thing to do is to, when you get somebody, don't lie. Just go into it on cue. You know, I don't like people telling people to lie. It's not worth it. You know, it's not worth it to lie to people. Just put everything on the table. You know, everybody's doing these things anyway. So if you say, yo, I like you, I want to date you, but I also want to see other people, and we'll see how it goes from there. If they don't accept that, then keep it moving, because guess what? They doing that anyway. You know, people just want to live a lie and want to pretend. You know, keep it open, because that's the world that we live in. We are in a social network era. right now. So relationships are doomed and finished. Imagine if you had a sex organ on your phone. It's a wrap. Once you could have sex with your phone, it's over. It's over. Once your phone start touching you, it's over. You know, people already going their own ways as far as men going their own ways. What's that movement called? Whatever it is, but it's dangerous out here, man. So, you know, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I gotta say. But,
So she said.
Good afternoon. And keep in mind, we are in a social network era. So when you're getting into any kind of relationship, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you take the proper steps. And make sure you understand what type of era you live in and what type of people you're dealing with on both sides. It's not just men, it's women too. It's both the same. It's both the same. Trust me.